this is Long Beach Marathon weekend, so I'm getting things prepared. I just left Best Buy because I needed a new memory card, and because my previous memory card that I've been using is almost maxed out. I have about 30 minutes left on that card. I mean, I could easily erase the information that's on there, all my footages, but I don't have it backed up. So this time, because I had a big problem last time where I did something by accident and I deleted all my footages. So this time what I'm gonna do, wow, they're tearing down something and I don't even know what it is. I'm on Hawthorne Boulevard. Just like I said, I left Best Buy, so PCH and Hawthorne Boulevard. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is I bought a new memory card. So the memory card that's almost maxed out, I'm just gonna have it on file. Eventually I'll probably I'll back it up on a hard drive or something, but I'm really bad about that. I admit, bad about that. So just want to be careful and not delete what's on this memory card before it maxed out. So I got a new memory card. All right, enough about that. Now I am going to Gardena because I need to get a little stool. So whenever I work on bikes, when I'm not, when I'm on the field where I'm at the office, I have a backup stool. I have a stool at home, but that's just for home purposes. I can't, and it's heavy. And so I'm not gonna take that stool, you know, take it out on the field or anything, or to the office, rather. So I don't know where else to get a stool, so I had to go all the way to Gardena and to the Army Surplus store, to Major Surplus store, and get a stool. You know, one of those little rink-a-dink lightweight ones where I could just tote around with me and just have it in the car. So whenever I want to go to the office and work on a bike, I got a stool right there. And because I really hurt my knees the last time I did this, where I worked on the and I kept kneeling down and then standing back up, kneeling down, standing back up, and so on and so forth. So that, and I got a good workout out of doing that. And my thighs were killing me the next day. So I'm not gonna do that again. So that's why I'm going to get a stool, and then from there we're going to the office, Ruby's parking lot, because I'm getting the other half, her bike, my wife's bike. I'm gonna clean it up and do a light maintenance on it, and just clean it up because it's got like a year's worth of grime all over the bike and it's just nasty. And so I'm gonna get her bike prepared for the Long Beach Marathon bike tour, her first one. So she's excited about that and nervous, just like I was. But once you're in the moment, that stuff goes away, believe me. I mean, it does for me. So now that I'm somewhat of a veteran, I'm really looking forward to going to my second ride of the Long Beach Marathon bike tour. And I'm also excited, you know, to get her going at the event as well. So I'm just excited. I hope this experience goes really well, and it should, and it will. And boy, there's a lot of cars out here today, man. Jeez. So that's today's episode. That's the topic of today's episode: getting her bike ready for the bike tour, Long Beach Marathon. Sunday. Getting it ready for Sunday, October 6th, 2024. It should be a good event. It's the 40th year they're having this. So, with that said, I'll see you soon. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, back to the office, Ruby's parking lot, soon to be California Surf Club, which I inquired membership, and come to find out, it's pretty pricey. I didn't expect it to be that expensive, but I hope to continue to have my office here in the parking lot, as I've been doing for the last who knows, a year or two now, a couple of years. All right, here's the setup for today. Oh, and let me mention that I got this stool, this little stool at the Army surplus store in Gardena. I'm hoping it'll hold me up, so I haven't tested it yet, so that way I don't have to beat up my thighs and knees going up and down, getting up and whatnot. So here's the plan. This is the wife's bike. It's a 1987 Trek Elance 400. Reynolds tubing 531. It's a darn good bike. It's very rare to see it in this color scheme. Black fading into red, red fading into black. Unfortunately, lost the head badge, but it's the older Trek head badge. We got this from the original owner for $150. What's good about this bike is that these parts are interchangeable. You can upgrade these parts, and it'll keep lasting for another 30, 40, 50 years. So that's what's really good about this type of bike. I mean, it's American made. It's a workhorse of a bike. It's a good bike. It's been a good bike to her, and she enjoys it. So what we're gonna do, what the plan is I'm gonna take the wheels off, clean it, clean the pads. Unfortunately, I don't have any chain lube, but it's not that bad. But I'm gonna get all the crud that's been building up, all the dirt and grime that's been building up on this bike for a couple of years now. So I got a couple of toothbrushes that I'm not using, and I'm just gonna try to give it a nice decent bath and try to do something with the brakes, because they're squeaking. So I'm gonna try to do my best to stop that from happening. So with that said, I'm gonna get the GoPro onto the tripod, and then I'll show you the process to the best of my ability and go from there. Oh, and since this is the Long Beach Marathon weekend, at the expo I bought this hat, so I am representing. Okay, so super excited to be attending that. More on that later, but this is today's episode, is to get this bike cleaned up and roadworthy. It's roadworthy now, but I just want to clean it up and get all that couple of years of dirt and grime off of the bike. So I hope you enjoy the process of cleaning, my way of cleaning a vintage road bike. Stay tuned. running into a little slight problem. I don't have the right size socket to get the crank bolt out. I'm hoping that I have something that's compatible in my my toolbox inside the trunk. So stay tuned. All right, success. I was able to find the right size socket for the job. So I forgot I even had a socket set in my toolbox. So it's always good. It's always good when you're lucky enough to find these backups. Welcome back. I'm gonna try something something different, something new. I saw this once. Well, actually I saw it a couple times by the same person. Well, what they've done, I learned this from a BMX guy. What you do is, for good braking power, you use a soda. For this instance, I'm using Coke. And what you're supposed to do, and this is trial and error, so I'm gonna try it, is like you soak a thin layer of Coke around the rim, the braking side, and with the stickiness, with that sticky film, it grabs the brake pad. The brake pad will grab the rim and you'll lock up a lot better. So I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna mention the guy's name because if this doesn't work, I don't want to get the guy in trouble. Okay, he's a famous BMXer, freestyle rider, but I'm not gonna mention names. But I saw him do it and I saw that it works, so I decided I'm gonna try it and see, and just wing it. Stay tuned. All right. Oh man, I'm tired. These last minute prep. Well, it's not last, well, it kind of is. Welcome back to the channel. There was an issue with the rear wheel. Actually, both wheels, they're a little off balance, just slightly. I mean, it's still, trust me, it's workable. Because sometimes I ride bikes and they're slightly, you know, unbalanced a bit. And it's okay. It's not gonna hurt. There was a significant hop when I was inspecting the rear wheel. Okay, so I was thinking, well, it wasn't really seated properly, so I was trying to, you know, adjust it. I was trying to adjust it properly to see if that works. So I kept putting air, deflating it, adjusting it, so on and so forth. Okay, so I decided to just to start over, just to take out the inner tube and just reinstall it, and maybe that'll help seed the tube and tire properly. Okay, so with that said, as I was taking out the tube, I noticed that the tube was there was a portion that was overlapping. I'm like, what was going on here? I mean, because it wasn't me that installed I think it was well, it had to have been the original owner, because I didn't install those, I didn't install that tire, or the tube, sorry. So it was significantly overlapping, and I thought that was strange. I've never seen that before. Okay, so then when I went to put everything back together, lo and behold, I got a puncture, because I'm assuming that since it was overlapping like that, I think it caused it to it caused the tube to have a puncture. So I didn't have a spare. I wasn't expecting that to happen. So I went to the nearest bike shop, Sprocket Cycles. I appreciate you helping me out, because you were only a mile away, and it's such short notice that, you know what, let me just go to them and just get this done, because I was already done with the bike. The bike came out good, everything's fine. Just later on in the future, I need to you know, do a proper overhaul on it, and re-grease you know, the bottom bracket and whatnot. Just stuff that I can do easily. But all right, so, well, Sprocket Cycles, shout out to you guys. thank you for that tube. And so we're good. We're good. The bike is done. It's clean. A lot of grime, a lot of dirt, a lot of mud stuck in that bike, and I cleaned it. It just needs to be trued. That's it. It's not going to affect the performance of the bike unless it's like very drastically noticeable that it needs, you know, help. Oh shoot. Okay, I think well, I'll get gas later. All right, now you know what? I might as well do it now. So I'm gonna turn around and go to the nearest gas station, because I don't want to be going to trying to find a gas station at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I just want to be prepared. Tomorrow's a big day. So with that said, stay tuned.